Hello everyone, we are officially clocking in Hall Council at 8:35. Hey, welcome. We're here. Let's do this. Let's make this year go great. I'm sure most of us here know each other, but just to kind of help out. So, I'm Ben. I'm your Fairchild Hall Council President.
I'm Carter Havey, Vice President.
I'm Jade, a Senior Senator.
I'm Christina. I'm the Residence Hall Director.
I'm Ben, but I am the Secretary and Interim Treasurer.
We have an agenda to go through, so I'll start by saying this is what we'll normally do, and as we get more positions and more committees running, we'll have more and more things to talk about.
As of right now, there is an official Fairchild Hall group Discord. It's open to anyone who lives in Fairchild Hall.
Jade, do you have anything to report from Senate?
No, we just recently had an orientation and dinner last weekend. They say, like, if you wanted to join Senate as, like, a co-senator and stuff, you still can. Just let me know, and I will talk to the proper executive officers with that.
Christina, anything to add?
Nope. We will be giving out our prize packs soon. They will be available for purchase with your Fairchild Franks. So how do you get Fairchild Franks? You can go to any of your RA's programs, so that would be Will, Lindsay, Ashim, and Saleha. You can go to any of their programs and get Fairchild Franks. You can also leave your door open between 8 and 10 p.m. every night, and if you have a conversation with the RA on duty, you will get between 1 to 10 Fairchild Franks depending on the conversation. We also have Fall Fest coming up on October 11th, so that's going to be an event with the entire quad. We're going to have cider donuts, apple cider, and pumpkin carving, and more, including make your own trail mix with no nuts. So please come and support us and support your RAs. We would really look forward to seeing you all at our events.
We currently do not have any supervisors besides Ben filling in as the kitchen manager. Is there anything you'd like to speak about the kitchen, maybe clarifying rules or giving just kind of an update on it?
If you use the kitchen, clean up after yourself. If you store stuff in the fridge or freezer, label it with your first and last name and room number. If you store stuff anywhere, label it the same way. That's about it.
Alright, thank you. We are now hosting Hall Council live, meaning if you're really sick and can't come out of your room, or if maybe you're doing homework or just want to be able to listen in, now you'll have Hall Council live. It'll also be logged onto the YouTube channel afterwards, so you can go back and watch any Hall Council and see what happened, what you missed, if you just couldn't make it, anything like that. Along with Hall Council Live, we also added the Discord to kind of go right along with it and make, communicating amongst not only the whole hall, but also along committees and different things like that a lot easier, because it used to be you'd have to find times or find ways to contact each other and write down numbers. Now if we're all in one big group, we can just get it done in one space. We do have to talk about the Constitution, but I've heard from everybody that we'd like to move that off to next week. That does mean, though, next week we have to sit down, go through, and re-ratify our Constitution, because technically we are running under no Constitution at the current moment. Instagram. It's our social media platform for the Hall. That's the main page. We don't have anything else. So, follow it, right? It's following on Instagram?
Yes, follow on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram.
Does anybody have reservations or shyness about being on stream?
Depends what the definition is, the high definition.
Does anybody here feel uncomfortable with being streamed? Because right now there's only 3 people on
I
screen.
mean, I have a friend that has
Agree with it. If you don't agree with it, but you don't want to be the one person to dissent in public, you can always come and speak with one of us. We can talk about it, move things around, do whatever we need to do to make sure either A, you're not in view, or B, you can watch on the stream. We can always work out these kind of things.
Please also reach out to them on Wildcat Link. You all should have gotten an invite to our Wildcat Link page. I'll be sending out another invite to our Wildcat Link page. There you can find information about Hall Council events, and you can also reach out to these lovely folks via email if you need to reach them.
So, as a Hall Council, we have to hold events. because of that, we need certain positions that we don't have filled quite yet filled. That would be our supervisors and a treasurer position. We really need a full exec board to really get this running. So step number 1 is a treasurer. They would be sitting in that lovely chair right there, or maybe where Lindsay is sitting, depending on where they'd like to sit. But the treasurer's job, really, it's not even math. All you have to do is tell us what we have in our budget. Christina does all the other math about budgeting, like the numbers, what we have left, and then she just tells you, and then you tell us. You're basically just like the link in between us to the budget form, and that's it. So if anybody's interested, or you know anybody that might be interested, come talk to one of us, come talk to Christina. We can figure out how to get another election running, and then you'd be voting for, and then you'd be in. I mean, unless somebody runs against you, which is highly improbable, you're most likely going to get a position. Jade right now has been attending a lot of CLA things for us to kind of fill in for that. Jade, do you have any information that you can share with them about CLA and about what they do?
Yeah, they meet every Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. in the MUB, usually MUB room 164, I want to say. They do plan a lot of events, like Ben said, like the Chocolate Fest. They also are coming up with like campfire stuff.
You also will have a large hand in policies. So they also are very much advocating for gender-neutral bathrooms on campus and some other big policies in residential life. So please, if you're interested in any resume building, their CLA president is really looking to build a lot of career benefits to being in CLA. So please consider joining.
As you all know, we run in different blocks. Christina, we are currently in the academic and career
block, which is why we had academic and career night. Woo!
What's the next block?
Woo!
Next block is
Inclusion.
and equity.
Equity is coming up next, but that's not going to be for another
Like financial
week
equity?
or so. Next week, RA Will is going to be hosting an academic event on how to study better or how to finalize those tips. So look for that email from me, and please read the newsletter. There's a lot of cool stuff in it.
Being a part of Hall Council is certainly something you can put on a resume. It is leadership, it is working with others, it is teamwork, it is team building, it is a lot of different skills that we can work on together here at Hall Council. Thank you all so much for coming to the first Hall Council. For those of you who tuned in live, thank you so much for tuning into our first live Hall Council. We'll be doing this every week, Wednesdays 8:30 to 9:30. We may end early sometimes, but it's just so that way we have enough time to do policy. Thank you all. Good night.